And I thought it'd be fun to paint something that was inspired by the American flag. So we're just using the red, white, and blue. I'm going to start with the large square brush, and I'm using the 8x10 panel in landscape. So make sure you have all that stuff ready to go, and let's get it in. Now follow along, you can customize things, but I'm going to start with just the blue. And I want it mostly in the upper right hand corner. And notice I'm just going to dab it in, come about halfway down or so. And then we're gonna go like a little less than halfway across, maybe like 1/3 of the way across the top. And we're just gonna dab right here. Notice I'm just dabbing. And I want it pretty heavy in the corner, so I can really block it in there. But then as I come over from that space, I will want it to dissipate a little bit. Once you have the blue place, clean your brush. And then I'm going to dry the brush so that it's not all watery. And then I'm going to place my red. Now for the red, I want to do it in more like in stripes. So I'm going to start in the upper right hand corner and just sort of dab it in. Come down a little ways and dab it in. It's not going to be like actually exact to the flag, but it's, like I said, inspired by. Dab it in. I'm going to dab it. And I'm going to take it all the way on the bottom. So notice how we have that basic idea so far. Now, once you have that in, you're going to clean your brush. And then dry it. And then in between all the colors, I'm going to add white. So notice I'm going into the blue a little bit around the edges. So first I'm going to go around the blue. I can add a little bit of white into the blue space. Don't worry, we can go back and forth. So if you get a little bit too much of the blue, too light or something, and you don't like it, you can always redarken it. But I'm pulling it into the space and just in the little gaps where maybe I didn't put that much paint, and right around the edges. And then you can pull it into a little bit out into the spaces close that are close to the red, but I'm not going into the red, because if I were to add the blue to the red, it would start to look purple, and then we would be moving away from the whole American flag vibe. So once I get enough white around here, so this whole left corner is totally covered in paint, there's no empty canvas, I'm cleaning the brush again, and then I'm going to go in between the red stripes. And it's okay if some of it turns a little bit pinkish. If it does too much of that though, clean your brush. So notice how I have kind of like a pinkish thing going on around the edges, which is totally fine. And I'm just doing the same exact brush stroke. I'm just rubbing in a circle. Now, once you have the base coat, I don't have any more empty canvas. So try to get to the point where you have the predominant red stripes with that scrubbing. Then you have the predominant blue corner with the scrubbing, and then white going through to fill in the gaps. So next you're going to want to take your small or your medium size brush. So maybe you have the filbert or the square brush. I'm just going to keep going with the square because it's like the main supply that I recommend. And I'm going to just get that blue again and come in and add some more layers to make it look really, we want it really dark in the upper left. Now, another way that I'm going to make it dark is by adding a tiny bit of red into my blue. But before I do that, I want to just make sure I have the regular blue where I want it. So I'm just going to add a little bit more into that space. Like some of the parts got kind of light, so I'm just going to add a little more back in. But again, we want it to look kind of galaxy-ish. So I don't want it to be too solid. You can even have some of that blue kind of come creeping into the red just a little bit. Not too much, but just to kind of make it look a little more, not too like geometrical, make it look a little more organic. But I mean, either way, it's going to be, we're doing it in this contrived kind of way to create the look of the American flag. So, you know, that's also part of what we want to see. But I'm just trying to get some different shades and I'm just scrubbing. Now to make it really dark in the upper left, I'm going to use the blue with just a touch of red. So it should still look blue. It's not, the flag is not purple. So we're going to do mostly red with just a little bit of blue, or sorry, mostly blue with just a little bit of red to create a darker blue. And then I'm going to put that in the upper left so that it looks almost like just a deeper shade of blue, and smudge it out just a bit into that space. But don't cover over all the bright blue. I just want a little bit right in the very far corner. Then you're going to clean your brush. And then dry your brush. And then we'll go back and add more red. So just to reestablish, some of those little lines might have got kind of dominated by the white just a bit. So you can bring that red back in a little stronger. But I don't want to make it too crazy because we do want it to look kind of blended. But I mean, you could just be painting this straight up, like more like just trying to paint the American flag with lines and stuff, totally fine too. But lines can be kind of, getting those hard lines and all that can be a little bit more challenging. Like you got to use like a ruler and stuff to get all the spacing. So it's funner to do it like this because you don't have to worry about using a ruler. So you can just do it freehand. Then if you want to tone anything down, just add more white back around the edges or wherever you want to tone it down. And then even clean your brush if you need to get more white in there, because it is red, white, and blue. So we do want the white. We don't want it to turn full pink. I want white. And you're just kind of touching it up where you want to touch it up. And then you got to let it go when you get to the point where you're like, all right, can't do much more here. And you can always go back and forth between your red and your white. And you can even go back and add more blue. So play around until it's looking the way you want it to. You can even take your towel and wipe excess paint off. So again, we want there to be some white. We don't want to make it all pink. Some of mine still looks a little too pink, but I'll just wait for it to dry and add more towards the end. Now, the next thing we're going to do is add some stars. So we can do some splatter paint for that with the square brush. So just clean your brush, get it very wet, grab up a little bit of your white and water it down. So some, depending on the brand you're using, some needs more water, some not as much. It just depends. You want it to be, I always say, the consistency of heavy cream or something like, kind of like that. And then I'm just gonna scoop up all that watery white on my brush, and I'm gonna add some stars to the upper left, splatter stars. So I'm just pointing at that area and pulling the bristles back gently. And it'll give a fun little splatter effect. If it's not pulling apart like that, add more water into your white until it's kind of sprays. And then what we can do is also add some twinkle stars. So I'm going to use the small brush for this and the white, and then you can just make bigger dots by poking. Then you can turn it into a twinkle by just simply taking the brush, coming to your little chosen dot. So maybe I'll just go to this one right here. And you can make a T. So just pull up a vertical line really soft so that it's very thin, and then pull down very thin. Pull to the left very thin, and the right very thin. And then you can make a little X coming through that as well. That's just to make like a little twinkle star kind of thing, which I think could look fun for this particular galaxy American flag thing. So maybe do a couple. If your brush isn't working well for that, so just using a stick like this, you can dip it in the white, the pointy part, like a toothpick. It's very sharp. And then make your star with the dot, and then you're just going to drag the stick up, down, right, left, and then in an X. And sometimes people get a better result with the stick. So do not feel like you have to do, and you can just do the T, you can make it smaller, or you can just do the X. You don't have to do the X and the T. But I'm going to add a bunch of these because it's like, you know, stars and stripes. You can even paint like old-fashioned stars if you wanted to. What I mean by old-fashioned stars is just like, you know, the classic kind of triangle type of shape that you see on the actual flag. I'm going for more of like a galaxy star to represent the stars. So, but you can do it however you want. That's the beauty of art. We all get to have our own interpretation and expression. There's really no, it's not a big deal if you want to change it up. You could also just leave the dots if you want to keep it really simple. And then if you don't like any of your little stars or whatever, you can always go in with like the light blue or the white. For this area, I would use like a light blue and then just kind of rub it back in with your square or your filbert. I just grabbed my filbert because it was clean. But you can also come in and add more white if you want to brighten, like mine, I feel like I need to brighten some of the white in between my red. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to add some more white. So just remember, we want to make sure we see the white for the red, white, and blue. I got like, mine got kind of pink, so I just came back in with some pure white, and it's no big deal. So you just gotta work with what you got. And do not be afraid to paint over stuff. And then again, maybe add some more stars. You can even add some really big stars, like big dots. So maybe use sometimes I use a shish kebab skewer. So one tip is pointy, and then one tip is like, the back of the skewer. You could use that, or you can even use the back of a brush handle to get a bigger dot. So sometimes when you do splatter paint, you're not going to get as much specific stuff as you want. It is good to get the general just spontaneity of the idea of stars, because it's probably like one of the easiest ways to get that look of randomness. But I'm gonna go ahead and let it go.